Which Boy Columbus here. I am doing YouTube Pagan Challenge week 20. I can't believe we're at week 20. I'm going to dive right in because this one I just read the question like 2 seconds ago, and it's probably going to be me working through it. So the question for this week is, what does initiation mean to you? Okay. So without looking up definitions and stuff, initiation to me would be um, a test or a series of events or tests or whatever you want to look at that, to be initiated basically into a group. You understand? I kind of think that a lot of people have talked about this before. Sorry, my camera's moving because my desk is shaking. Um, the difference between initiation and dedication. And I guess I don't know if you're. I struggle with it because like I can dedicate myself to my craft, but see, dedication to me is a totally different word than initiation. It's not like a solitary dedicates and a group person initiates, and that's the difference. And my camera just went really blurry. There. So I don't think that that's a fair terminology. You know, I mean, you can't. It's like apples and oranges. They're two different things. So I can dedicate my life to saving the whales, but was I initiated? You know what I mean? It's two different things. This is like a series of tests. Now, if you feel divinely initiated, I don't know, no one's ever really spoke about that. What if you feel you're being directed to do certain things in order to be initiated as whatever your label is? So, like divine, like if I felt like the gods were, I'm just speaking hypothetically, but if I felt like the gods were sending me messages, oh, I need to do this, that, and the other. I need to learn this, that, and the other. I need to do this, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you can kind of follow a generic initiation ritual from all the books that are out there, and you can perform it yourself. You know, if you assign, okay, well, um, I'm just using this vague. Don't no one throw me under the bus. But if, like, say you wanted to self-initiate into Wicca, I know that like most people say you can't do that. You could dedicate, but to me, that it's a different thing. Dedication just means I'm going to do it all the time. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be dedicated. I'm going to assign. I'm going to do this, that, and the other forever or whatever. But the tests aren't there. So if you would take the generic initiation rituals that are from the 101 books and say, okay, well, like this one, a year and a day. This basically has everything that you need to do for your year and a day in it. And no, I have not read it. Sorry, I'm in my pajamas. Um, I started to, and then I was put off by it, so I stopped, and then I will eventually go back and finish it. But if I was to do what it maps out, that's kind of like an initiation. You know what I mean? I'm not to say that being initiated by a group, by a structure, blah blah blah, is not a thing, a very important thing. I'm sure it's very important, and I think that it has its place. But I think that this constant need to segregate people or put people in boxes. Well, you're not initiate because you didn't go to a group, so you're not initiated. You're dedicated. I mean, I just don't think people should have the right to tell you that. You know what I mean? I understand the logic, but you have to think of a broader spectrum. Don't narrow your mind to the point where you think that it only means this. You know what I mean? If people have mapped out step by step for initiations for people to do on their own. So And some authors will say you can do them, and some authors will say you can't. You need to be in a group. So for me, if you can tell, I'm on the fence. um, I I can see both points of view, but to me, the basic part of it is doing a series of tests, um, to a goal, to achieving a goal. Now I know, just to play a little more devil's advocate here, is that when people are going to catch flack, but when people say that you can't be initiated, it's done by a group, which I can understand, but like I said, it's been mapped out. Compare it like this. What if I got my degree by going online the whole time? Never really saw, I mean, I saw a teacher maybe, or, and I took my tests and I did it on my own time, and I never went to the actual physical college. I still received my degree. Um, I'm sure that, I mean, that's kind of not the same thing because you are being a little supervised, I guess, because people are going to have to grade you or whatever, but not if it's automated. But you know what I mean? It's just a checklist basically. You have to do this, that, and the other, and you have to be knowledgeable in this, this, and this. And if you can prove that knowledge, then you get your diploma or you pass the class. Um, so it's kind of the same thing. To me, like initiation is kind of the same thing. You have to um, do all these things. And yes, there's initiation in front of another person that would be charged with doing this for you, but you could also do this divinely. What if you were doing it for your peace of mind and for the divine? Yeah. So you can see, like I said, I'm a little bit of on the fence, but I can see both ways. I um, because I think the two words that I was using, dedication and initiation, are two totally different words, and it's like I said, apples and oranges. So you can't. They're not going to mean group and solitary. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen. So, um, yeah. So I'll catch hell for the bit for me not citing like definitions out of the dictionary. And guess what? I don't care. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, try to be nice to me and put them below. And I will look forward to talking to you again. Thank you for watching. Blessed be.